Sometimes things start out really great, like you're on top of the world. And then you realize, what about the things that haven't had your full attention lately? Almost, in a way, maybe have been forgotten? Everyone is so focused on what's coming up next, but what about living in the present? I am a victim of this myself, to be honest with you. But with that said, I want to ask you a question. What does a video game mean to you? What does gaming symbolize in your life? I've had a good 16 years to think about that question, since the day I met the one who subconsciously raised me as a person. Crazy enough, even though technically this person didn't exist in the real world, one of my best friends growing up was an Italian plumber from Brooklyn. Sounds crazy enough, but in all reality, I wouldn't trade that for anything. See, what happened was that, no, Nintendo didn't become a hobby for me. Nintendo didn't just become another video game company in my mind. The second I put hands on that controller, everything from there snowballed. Nintendo became a passion within me, just as other things do with other people. The one thing that just clicks with you in a way that's so unimaginable you cannot really put it into words at all. That's what Nintendo has done for me. That's what the N64 did for me, and that's the same experience I had with the GameCube and the Wii. Then came along the Wii U. It's been out in the wild since 2012, and a lot of people just didn't appreciate it for what it was. The thing is, that's just it. What was the Wii U? It was a Nintendo console that people really misunderstood, and if I'm being honest, while I didn't enjoy my time I had with it, most good things eventually come to an end in order for better things to arise. But really, what does it symbolize? Well, for some, it was being able to just sit at home and play a game with a friend. For others, it was the fact that it was the next big home console from Nintendo, and in the eyes of opposers, it was a failure. But for most, the Wii U did at least one thing right, and that was that it created memories. Some have more than others, of course, but this console was one that people played and people dropped. Granted, game drops were rather frequent within these 4.5 years, but does that really mean we need to stop playing it altogether? Some just want to send the Wii U off from their minds and never see it again, but why? It may not have had a spotlight for long, but just because other people don't want anything to do with it anymore doesn't mean that you have to go that route also. The Wii U may have not been what people were fully wanting or expecting even, but you would be lying if you said you didn't have at least one fun time with it. Sometimes saying goodbye may be kind of difficult, but really, you don't have to say goodbye. At least for now, maybe see you later, because right now we're moving on to bigger and better things. It's time to make the switch. Because we were the ones that created a legacy. The legacy that may have been left behind, but never forgotten.